next question would be, again, if you're looking to get long here, what is my reason for entry? What do I need to execute the trade? Do I need a higher high, higher close? Do I need a double bottom? Do I need an inside bar break? Can I go down to a lower time frame, right? That's going to be the decide part. Decide part means flipping through your trading plan, going to the section that says counter trend trading or CTS trading, and then going down your list of saying, okay, how do I enter these type of trades? And that's going to be different for each person. An aggressive person may be, hey, pin bar, put a buy stop above the high. Conservative person will be like, I need to go down to a lower time frame. I need to see a 26.18, divergence on the 26.18, right? That's all going to be up to the trader. George said, would you still need rules that tell you that this is what you can do, or would you randomly analyze and see potential as I assume it's rules? What do you guys think? Do we need rules, or do we want to randomly analyze? I thought I taught you better than this. Always rules. Consistent analysis plus consistent execution equal consistent results. Random analysis plus random execution equals random results. Don't be a rando. Yep. So you have to know how you're going to approach it. Similar to the conversation we had earlier about the higher high, higher close versus the double bottom. We can't go here and be like, oh, maybe I'll buy it at market. We can't go here and be like, maybe I'll wait for a 36.18. What's a 36.18? Ah, it's like a triple bottom and a retracement. You have to know your plan of attack. Entry, stops, and targets. All three. Entry, stops, and targets. Any questions on pound Aussie? I mean, more like, is this a strategy rules or is this general analysis? If it works, you can do it even if it's not part of what you do. You can never do what's not part of what you do. So if this is not how you trade, if you're not a counter trend trader, CTS trader, then no, you can't trade it. You only trade the ways that you're supposed to trade. So if you are a daily chore trader only, can you trade this? No. If you are a cipher pattern trader only, can you trade this? Nope. If you are if you are a price action trader, but you specialize in trend following or trend continuation opportunities, can you trade this? Nope. There's your answer. I think you'll find it's pretty simple, right? Follow your rules. That's what it is. Is it in your trading plan? No, don't trade it. Do you have rules for it? No, don't trade it. Akil, can I trade this? Are you supposed to be trading it? Well, it's not my plan. No, don't trade it. And it's funny, we've had people phrase it like 80 different ways. But what if, my answer is always the same, but what if I do this? Is that in your rules? No, don't trade it. Yeah, but if I were to look at it from this, well, is that in your rules? No, don't trade it. What if next time, is it in your rules? No, don't trade it. Well, what if, let me guess, Akil, you're going to say, it's, okay, yeah, right. And I will keep hammering that point until people get it, because the answer will not change, no matter. And what's funny is when people do that, that's the same emotional kind of, I don't even want to call it attachment. That's the same emotional outburst that we get when we're trading. Is we look at something, we know we're not supposed to trade it, but we kind of justify it, right? You guys ever do that? You look at something like, I'm not supposed to trade this, but man, like, but what if I did just this time, right? And then that's what ends up with, undisciplined traders taking undisciplined trades. And it's even harder when you're staring at the charts all the time, because it's hard to look at charts. It's hard to see something like this, especially like in a live room, right? Where you're in a live room, you're watching this stuff, and we're making the case, and you like let's say, like, again, Aussie dollar yesterday, right? I thought that if there were a perfect counter trend structure based trade, that was it. I don't know how many guys are, I'll go back to I think it was the 15, right? It was the, oh yeah, here's our analysis still on here, right? If we go down to a 15, I think it was a double top. 15, we had the rising channel here on the hourly, but go down to a 15. And this was the perfect counter trend trade, right? We even had a pattern up here. And this was somewhere higher. It's hard to see stuff like this. And here's a good example of not catching the entire, like you're never going to catch the whole move. It's hard to see something like this and everyone in the live room is talking about it and blah, blah, and then be like, I can't take it. It's hard for, Jason Grayson to come and be like, this is the ideal trade, best trade ever in a lifetime. And you're like, it's not my rules. It's the same reason I told you my biggest trade was I had one of my biggest mistakes was I had this really hot streak. I think I had like a 2-month hot streak. I was on a heater. Couldn't be stopped, man. Everything I touched turned to gold. I was destroying the markets, right? And I was feeling myself a little bit, right? I was feeling myself a little bit. I was walking around, head held high, right? Perfect posture. Had a little bop in my walk, right? I was feeling good. Woke up in the morning, music was playing, slide down the stairwell into the desk, load up the computer, get after it. Because I was making money hand over fist. Just a bit of swag, right? Right? May or may not have been trading with like sunglasses on, but look, I was making money. You can do that, right? And I remember getting I was part of a it was it was a signal service, right? I wasn't part of a signal service, but my trading mentor would give out signals and I wasn't using them as a signal. I wasn't using them as a signal service, but like I was paying attention to them because that's my mentor. It's no different than like, when I put stuff in the Pro Trade Log or like the Trading Edge videos, you guys aren't necessarily, you're not using them as signals, but you're watching it. Like here in a live room, you're watching it to see my opinion. And I remember this signal comes through and he ends up doing a video for it. And it's like, I think it was Aussie Canada on like a daily or a weekly chart, something too big, right? I wasn't supposed to be trading it. And it was like a retest of all-time highs. I wonder if I can actually find it. It was like a retest of all-time highs. Probably gotta go to the weekly here. Might have been Aussie dollar. All right, doesn't matter what it was, but we were testing a very, very powerful level of structure. And the trade had done similar to what we saw in the Aussie dollar, where it came up to the highs and held. And he's talking about it, and he's like, this might be the trading opportunity of the year. The risk is low, the reward is high. We're retesting a previous level of structure, resistance we've held. It's going down. And I'm like, yeah, right? And of course, again, background information, I'm hot at the time. 2 months, I can't lose. So guess what I did? I wasn't trading this pair. I wasn't trading that time frame. But guess what I did? Because it looked like easy money, right? My mentor would always say, right, take the trades where the bag of money is just left there on the table for you to grab it. I'm looking at it like a bag of money, right? So I took it. And it lost like immediately. And for someone that was normally trading the weekly or the daily, whatever it was on, it wouldn't have been a massive loss at all. It was a couple hundred pips, right? Which on that time frame was at that time wasn't that big of a deal. But for someone who was trading like the hourly, right? I never had a 200 pip stop loss before, right? It was basically double my max risk. But I just, I didn't care about it because I was hot, blinded. And that single loss, right? And it happened so quick. It didn't even fight. It just like lost right away. He put out another video like, well, stuff happens. And I'm like, what? How can you casually just say that? But that was a normal loss for him. For me, double my normal risk, double my normal max risk. And I lost. And it sucked up all the profits from two months of hard work. 2 months of hard work, I was back at break even. Stupid. With O's. STOOPID. Stupid. Blew it all. One trade. One stupid trade blew 2 months of hard work. And then, of course, a drawdown followed that because after 2 months of being hot, you got to revert to the mean at some point. So my drawdown came, and instead of being able to absorb that drawdown because I had lots of wins to create a cushion, I done blown it on one trade. Now my drawdown sucked me into a bigger drawdown. I had to spend the rest of the summer fighting back just to get the break even. Stupid. All because I got sucked into a trade I wasn't supposed to take, a trading type I wasn't supposed to take, a trading pair I wasn't supposed to be trading on, a time frame I wasn't supposed to be on, disregarding rules for entries, max risk, everything. Blinded by the hot streak. Lesson learned. Never did it again. Never did it again. So I don't regret it. I'd much rather learn that lesson. You got to learn that at some point. And it was a big enough scar that I never repeated it ever. I never ever traded anything I wasn't supposed to trade after that, or never ever traded something that I wasn't supposed to be trading after that moment. Not time frame, not pair. It's not worth it. It is not worth the risk. Never have I done it again. But yeah, got slapped in the face. Slapped in the face. Slapped in the face. Now I'm all angry. But yeah, follow your rules. More of a story. Follow your rules.